Charity Gaming Guild presents the Nat Pun Podcast. The Charity Gaming Guild presents the Nat Pun Podcast.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Fireside. As always, I'm joined by the marvellous Andy. Say hello, Andy.
Hello, Andy.
The wonderful Ash. Say hello, Ash.
Hi John. Thanks for the nice introduction, unlike Andy's.
That's right. That's right. And the lovely Bertie. Say hello, Bertie.
Hello, Bertie.
Right. Well, it's going to be one of those days. Cool. So today on the episode, we're going to be having a look at the new Forgotten Realms Heroes of Faerun book. So at the time of recording, it's been out about 3 or 4 weeks. At the time of release, maybe a month or so, ish.
Sure, I don't know.
Something. I'm looking at Ash for release schedules.
I don't know what Wizards of the Coast do with their lives. I just know that it appears on D&D Beyond, and then I read it.
That's it. So, just a general question: who's read it?
Nope.
Yep.
Didn't even know it existed. I know. Oh, shame.
You don't know what you're missing.
No.
So, I suppose we'll start with what is the book then, and what does the book contain? So, it's one of the first 2024 expansions and world setting books, I suppose. But it also introduces some of the stuff that historically we've had in the 2014 rules around classes and some of those traditional D&D tropes from the Forgotten Realms. And the book is explicitly set in and around the Forgotten Realms. It contains 8 new subclasses, about 34 new feats, 18 new backgrounds, 19 new spells, information on sort of the 8 to 10 factions in the Forgotten Realms, like the Harpers and Lord's Alliance, Cult of the Dragon, that sort of stuff. And it also contains the information on the 42 gods of the Forgotten Realms, and how they're worshipped and by who, and all sorts of interesting stuff like that. A few more gods than we've got in our world of the Allhavens nowadays.
So 34 new feats.
34 new feats.
So that's almost a third of a centipede.
Oh dear.
In fact, it's slightly more than a third of a centipede, is it not?
I would have said so, yeah. A third would be 33.3333333, wouldn't it? Yeah.
It's a bit mean to chop a foot up into thirds, though, isn't it? An extra one.
Yeah.
You only ever get it cut in half when you go to Subway.
Very true. Whoa, get you.
That's true.
I always go for a foot long.
Yeah.
I'd never... 6 inches. 6 inches isn't enough.
Even with your foot long, they cut it in half, don't they?
Yeah.
I ask them not to.
You see them moving towards the knife, like, stop! Do not cut my foot off.
Get that knife away from my foot long. What is this? Do you know what does annoy me, though, with Subway, while we're on a little tangent? Mm-hmm. They never do cut it in half.
No, it's never equal.
No. They should have a ruler and cut it in half.
Yeah. If you're trying to share that
It's
between
not
two kids,
time-efficient process to
the
measure it.
rage.
I don't give a shit. If I want a 6 inch, I want 6 inches. I don't want 7.
It's
I don't
really
want 5.
simple. All they need is a little device on there. They put the Subway in, so the buttons hits like a little wall, and it's marked, and they just go conk down the middle.
They could use one of them deli slicers
Yes.
rather than the absolute bullshit knives that they use.
Because they always
cut it on an
squash it
angle.
as
and
well.
it's crap.
I don't want them to squash my Subway. I like it when
I
it's...
love a Subway. Like a meatball marinara sub with crispy onions.
You look
it
like
goes,
a meatball man.
Thank you. It goes absolute double meatballs as well. Always double ball. Always double ball. With crispy onions, extra cheese, toast it. It goes everywhere. I have to wear a bib and have a bath afterwards.
And you've got a beard, so that's the whole other aspects
It's a
to it.
whole
as well.
other thing to comprehend.
Yeah, that's why I shave.
I'm feeling quite traumatised now, as I've just got images of Ash deep throating a 12
His double ball.
Deep throwing a double ball foot long in the bath wearing a bib.
Oh.
What's your go-to Subway order, Andy? Sorry, John, we're just...
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Do you know what?
You guys go. I like it.
I don't. Steak and cheese, probably.
Oh, it's a
Nice.
solid choice. What sauce?
Nice.
Oh, right. Probably barbecue.
Have you tried the southwestern sauce?
No, is it
It's a
spicy?
bit spicy.
Yeah, I have a very low spice tolerance.
Ah.
It's diminished as I've got older. It's like many things in life. As you get older, it gets worse.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, as a young man in my 20s, a vindaloo was
Full of spice.
nothing. It was fine. I could cope. But now anything, even a medium balti, and I'm crying.
Have you ever been to... I'm going to talk about somebody that you guys don't know. Have you ever been to Nando's with Ed?
Yes.
So Ed will order like the hottest chicken and then add more hot sauce.
Ooh.
Yeah. No,
Nuts.
No.
Absolutely nuts.
Yeah. I can't do it.
So in our house, because we've got the young kids, we stopped having spicy food when James rocks up like 6 years ago. Now, like the mild Vegeta kits, too hot.
Too hot.
Can't do them.
Ruben, who many of you will know as a trustee of the guild, he went through a phase, so he doesn't like spicy food either, where he couldn't eat popcorn chicken from KFC because it was too
Yes.
spicy.
No, absolutely agree. Yep.
Did they change the recipe at some point?
They have recently changed the recipe. It tastes a bit nutty now. Nutty.
I know what this special sauce is. It's nuts.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Right, and
That was chapter 1 in the new Faerun book.
that's absolutely right. Chapter 1 covers where to get your nutty chicken, perhaps from Callenport, which is featured in the book. Bringing it back on topic.
But
So,
I was
Nicely done, John.
interested that the cover art seems to be from Baldur's Gate.
yeah, so there's a lot of the artwork and a lot of the themes, I think they've heavily leaned into kind of Baldur's Gate 3 and the success of the video games with it.
It makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense to me as well.
Good to convert some of those computer game players into real D&D players.
It's a real gamers.
Real gamers.
Well, let's be honest, even
Well, they have on D&D Beyond. You can actually
yes.
use
Yeah.
the characters from Baldur's Gate 3.
But I think we said this. We said this at the time when the game was coming out, that we saw an influx of people coming
We
and
did.
giving it a go, didn't we? When the game and the film.
Yeah, the film especially, even more so than the game. The film, we had a massive influx.
Yeah. So it's all good stuff. So the book itself is broken down into kind of six main chapters. So the first chapter is all around the new character options. Chapter 2 is all around a guide to the realms. Chapter 3 is the gods and the pantheons. Chapter 4 is all around the magic. Sorry. It's not around the magic.
No,
He lied.
You've skipped one.
I skipped one. Chapter 4 is... I'm going to have to go into it because that title makes no
It's weird,
sense.
isn't it?
Aurora's Whole Realms Catalogue. So
Oh, it's
perhaps
new equipment.
That is the place where you can buy your chicken balls.
Ah, yes.
Spicy
In fact,
chicken
you can buy a chicken baller.
It's all equipment and things like that, like sled dogs for Icewind Dale and stuff.
Okay.
Chapter 5 is the magic.
Fine.
Has anyone here ever been on a dog-pulled sled?
We have. We did it in Finland.
Yes, so did I.
It's really
I was a
good.
little bit embarrassed, though, because the rest of the group every now and again had to stop to allow our dogs to catch up. Kind of holding a little more weight than the others.
I think what no one tells you about sled dogs is the smell
Yes, and the fact that they shit whilst running.
whilst running. Yeah.
So that's why I chose to stand at the back of the sled probably and let my good lady wife sit.
Yeah, as a
No,
human
dear, you
shield.
sit down.
Did the same thing.
Take a seat, sweetheart. Rest your legs. Keep your mouth closed.
They never show you that in the movies.
That was at the hotel room after the dogs went.
I'm not sure how to bring it back off topic. Like
I'm
smoothly
sorry.
From now
Magic
on.
was the last one, wasn't it?
Magic, yeah, magic of Faerun. As
Could
Andy's
it be
described, the magic of
magic?
dog sled rides. And lastly, chapter 6 is the overview of all the factions in the realms, which is all quite exciting stuff.
Is it normal to have a chapter just about gods, or is that just because of the amount of gods?
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
In the
Because I don't remember that from any other kind of...
The DMG has had quite some detail about deities and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the things in this book though is it's not just the Sword Coast. A lot of the time when people see stuff around like Faerun, it's all about sword. Because Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide was the one they had before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's only a tiny bit. This covers the whole of Faerun. It's got like a proper continent map, and all of the
nice.
areas of it are as big as the Sword Coast. So, yeah, there's what was it 42 different gods.
Woo!
You only need 2 gods. To be fair, you only need 1 god.
All right, Ash.
Is that Targwyn or Zaphon, Ash?
He won't
Jesus.
answer that.
It's Zaphon.
Thought it
It's
was
Zaphon, yeah. No one needs a Targwyn in their life.
Andy, you look like you were about to say something.
No,
Fair enough.
I don't talk politics or religion.
Not even pretend religion.
Yeah.
What about pretend politics? Because all of our games are either politically or religiously based.
This is true.
Yeah, I just ignore it.
Yeah, that's how you won the award.
Cool. Should we take a dive into some of the new stuff?
Yes, please.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Where are we starting, John?
I think let's start with character stuff, I suppose.
yes.
Character options.
Oh, yes.
So the chapter on character options starts by giving a bit of a spiel on how the various species fit into the worlds and who's common, like Asimar, and not so common, and stuff like that, which is interesting read and interesting to know how your sort of adventurers fit in around the common folk. But I think the cool bit is the subclasses, I think.
That's always the first bit I go to with a new book, is new classes and new subclasses, because I want to know what I'm going to have to deal with.
Okay.
So come on, Ash, what are you worried about dealing with?
I haven't actually read it yet. Hang on.
He's reading as we're talking.
I'm trying to get to it, but the
So-
D&D Beyond app is not the most user-friendly thing for books.
So
Oh, there we are.
there are 8 new subclasses in total.
Okay.
So we've got College of the Moon for bards, which is described as bards trained by druids in the Moon and Shade Isles,
That's cool.
which is it's sort of all moon based. They get Moonbeam. Ash is one of Ash's favourite spells,
I hate that spell so much.
and it's all moon themed, which is very cool. We've got a Knowledge Domain Cleric, which we kind of had before, so it's
Yeah.
a reimagining of that. We've got a Banneret, which is a fighter subclass.
Like a majorette.
Yeah, but with a flag. Yeah. Ditch the stick, put a flag in there.
Nice.
So the image that sprung to mind for me was the Boromir on the walls of Gondor, kind
Yeah,
of
Boromir's
cheering,
White Tower.
inspiring the troops and all of that sort of stuff. It's that sort of.
So you
that sort of-
attack people with a flag.
you inspire everybody around you.
It's
and can
inspiration, right, okay.
Yeah, and can kind of heal people, but you're a fighter as well.
Okay.
Oath of the Noble Genies, which is a paladin, a genie-based paladin.
That's cool.
Lots of roleplay options, I think, for that one. We've got a new ranger subclass, which is called Winter Walker. If you ever like walking around in the snow, that's for you.
No, that's nice though, because generally every time you have a ranger, like from my experience, most of the time I've created, or out of the people who've created a ranger, it's always, I'm forest based. I'm from the forest. I'm a forest ranger. I like forests. I climb trees and I talk to squirrels. But the idea of having someone that is actually like a tundra ranger or a desert ranger, I know that's not what it is, but just putting them in a different biome, because it opens it up a lot more.
Have we got places in the All Havens world that are snowy?
Yes.
Yes.
Mountaintops mostly,
Mountaintops mostly.
because we don't have poles, because the world's flat. So it's all like elevated positions will be where your snow places are, like Airedale and Icegarth and the Goblin Ski Resort called
You
Yoggurt.
just blow my mind,
Thank you.
Ash. He just pulls these out of his brain. It's madness.
Awesome.
That's driven me mad.
We've got a new rogue subtype, which is the Scion of Three. So it's a rogue dedicated to the 3 evil gods of Bane, Baal, and Mercure.
I was hoping you were going to say Barbara.
Mercure.
Bane, Baal,
That
and
would be-
Barbara.
That would be a really interesting subclass to play in a Baldur's Gate campaign,
Yeah.
because that campaign starts with the Cult of the Three.
Ooh.
So it'd be really interesting to mess with your DM. So if you're out there and you're about to start Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus, play that. Give your DM a headache.
Then we've got Spellfire Sorcery. So it's a sorcerer with the ability to manipulate spellfire.
What is spellfire?
I have no idea.
But it sounds
It
cool.
sounds so cool.
Yeah.
So we'll get into what that actually means in a minute.
Nice.
And then the one that I'm actually weirdly excited for is a Blade Singer Wizard. It's a wizard, like a martial wizard.
Nice.
So it feels a bit like the Bard, I suppose, as it's
It's not.
Blade Singer Bard.
Have we
isn't
had
it?
blade singers before? I feel like we've had blade singers before, and this is an
Yeah.
update to
Yeah.
that subclass.
It is, yeah.
Hench Gandalf.
Hench Gandalf. It reads like more flourish than Gandalf, though.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, more flair and style.
So, like, does juggling with the swords kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah. Sort of dancing with the swords to create the magic kind of thing, which kind of leans a little bit towards Sword Bard. But, yeah.
It's a great sword. It's like pole dancing.
Yeah. You just got to be careful when you wrap your leg around not to cut yourself.
Super careful.
That sounds like the voice of experience.
I've got a couple of scars. So,
Andy, which one of those sounds most exciting to you?
yeah.
Least forgotten.
Yeah. Sorry. What are we on about? I don't know. I like fighters, but waving flags isn't really my thing.
Oh, Andy and Flags is hilarious. I love Andy and Flags.
There's a story here.
There's a story, right, so-
Let's
Okay.
have it. Let's have it.
Andy doesn't seem to know the story.
the first game that me and Andy really ever played together was Warhammer.
Yeah.
And
no. Yeah, I know
I
where this
was
is going
always-
now.
I'm assuming this is Warhammer Fantasy.
Exactly right, John. So
Yeah.
when you work out who wins a fight in Warhammer Fantasy, one of the things you get a point for is having
this
a
is
banner.
like 4th edition.
This is like
5th
old
edition?
school Warhammer.
Yeah.
You get a point for a banner, and ever since he's tried the game, he's like, why do you get a point for having a flag? What's a flag got to do with anything? You get a bit irate about that, don't you?
Yeah, I could, my troops could swat their unit, but I lose because they got
They got a flag.
Didn't you used to get, it was for combat resolution, it was a point for a champion, a point for a musician.
So
and
musicians were for
ranks.
ties. You got ranks, banner, and numbers,
That's it.
flanks, and rears.
Yeah. It's horrendously complicated table. We had to
I love
cross
that
reference.
game. I love that game so much.
Still think
I
it's the
hate
best
you that
edition.
game. With a passion.
We should play.
No, but it's not.
It's a great game. It's a great game. Just takes forever. So Andy, anything particular you're excited about D&D wise in the book? Clearly not flags.
Well, no, see, the classes that I tend to lean to, or the ones that I'm more comfortable playing, haven't been mentioned. I don't remember you saying anything about a barbarian or a warlock, was there?
No, I don't think there is. No barbarian, no warlocks.
The fighter is another one that I do like, but I mean, the rogue sounds quite interesting. I like exploring my darker side.
I must be honest, when I was reading through and looking at some of the skills that each of these get, there's a lot more charisma based stuff. There's a lot of opportunity, I think, as you kind of look at them.
Oh, I exude charisma, darling.
Exactly. So a lot of flavour, I think, could be added. So if we have a look at College of the Moon Bard,
Yes. I'm so excited I bit my tongue. Ow.
is that the one you're most excited
Yeah.
about? Is it College of the Moon Bard? So at level 3, when you kind of pick the subclass, you get Moon's Inspiration. So you get a couple of choices with that. So you get Inspired Eclipse. So when you take a bonus action, you can give a creature Bardic Inspiration. And you have the invisible condition, and you can teleport up to 30 feet. So you kind of disappear in
Oh, nice.
moonlight and give somebody else inspiration and
So
appear
that's
somewhere
giving me-
else.
This,
Bonus action.
It's mental.
this is
Yeah.
giving me images from our game, because when you're talking about a moon, I'm just thinking, well, you've got a picture in your mind of G's buttocks.
Yeah, I
Sort of
think we would have wanted
sort
to
of
disappear in that
poking out,
moment.
poking out of the window, and then for a moon eclipse, someone closes the curtains.
Is this content going to be available for us in the charity games? Is this going to be approved content?
Yes, yeah. Any official Wizards of the Coast content is approved.
Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And that ability, it's mental powerful. As a bonus action, you give someone a Bardic Inspiration die, which is Ability checks and saving throws, is that right, John?
Mm-hmm. It's any D20 roll.
It's any D20 roll.
Any D20
that's even
roll.
better.
So you can add it on damage as well.
That's not a D20 roll.
Unless you've got a really good weapon.
But then as well, so you then become invisible, so anyone trying to attack you at disadvantage. And then you can teleport 30 feet.
Yep.
All as one bonus action. That's insane.
Yeah, that's pretty clever.
So good.
Do you have to give the bardic inspiration for that to happen?
Yes.
Yeah.
So bardic inspiration is the kind of your currency for it, isn't it?
Makes sense.
And then the second part of that, or second ability you get, is Lunar Vitality. So when you restore hit points to a creature with a spell, you can expend your bardic inspiration dice to increase the amount of hit points restored by whatever you roll on the bardic inspiration. The creature's speed also increases by 10 feet. So my question immediately is, do those two things stack? So could you heal somebody, do like where they cure wounds, expend the bardic inspiration, to then give them the extra healing, the extra movement, then you teleport, and could you stack the two?
I don't think so, because it says
Probably.
when you take a bonus action to give a creature a bardic inspiration die.
Okay,
So
and the first one
you're
just
just spending the die, you're not giving it to somebody else. I think they are two separate
two
things.
separate things.
Otherwise, this class would be the best class in the game.
You'd just never be able to hit you.
You'd never be able to hit you. Why does the creature's speed increase by 10 feet?
Because you've basically given them like a caffeine boost,
Like
I reckon.
vitality, yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane. And also insanely good.
Pep in their step.
Pep in their step.
You gain also at level 3
No, because that wasn't enough.
some primal lore. So you learn a druid cantrip, and it counts as a bard spell, but it doesn't count against the number of cantrips you know. So it's an extra cantrip,
Nice.
which is
Freebie.
always nice. Love a few extra cantrips.
Love a freebie.
And you can add proficiency in a bunch of druidy skills, so animal handling, insight, medicine, nature, perception, survival.
Do you
which is
pick
cool.
one of those or?
Yeah, just one. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, just the one.
Okay.
Oh,
So that
how disappointing.
that feels pokey to me as a level 3.
That's
intro.
really good.
Yeah.
Um,
Level 6, Blessing of the Moonlight. You always have Moonbeam prepared.
Yay!
well, that can do one.
Um,
It gets worse. Or better, I suppose, if you're playing it.
yeah, so you can just having a quick read because I've got it down the side there. Oh, so you can modify your Moonbeam spell so that you glow faintly while the spell is active. Whilst glowing, you shed dim light for 5 feet. And whenever creatures fails a saving throw against the effects of the Moonbeam, another creature of your choice that you can see within 60 feet regains 2d4 hit points.
Damn!
So it's damage and heal.
Wow!
Which is, again,
Only once.
Yeah, only
Right.
once you use a feature, you can't use again to finish a long rest.
But that's picking an ally back up
Yeah,
off the floor.
that's a clutch move, isn't it? in
And
a
could
lot
you
of
then
situations.
add that previous to that? So you've done the healing, you then spend your bardic inspiration to bump
Yeah.
that healing and give them the
Yes.
extra movement.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it's when you restore hit points to a creature with a spell. You
Damn.
cast
Yeah.
Moonbeam, and modified Moonbeam is not.
It's a spell. Yeah.
Nice.
That's insanely good.
Level 14, so you get Shadow of the New Moon, which sounds a bit shady.
Shadow shady.
Shadow shady. So with that one, when you use your Inspired Eclipse, the creature who received the Bardic Inspiration die can also have the Invisible condition and immediately takes a reaction to teleport 30 feet.
It's just turning everybody on the field invisible.
Everybody disappears and
amazing.
moves. It's mental. And then Vibrance of the Full Moon, also at that level. If you use your Lunar Vitality, you can roll 1d6 and use a current number rolled in place of expending a Bardic Inspiration dice.
That Vibrance of the Full Moon is amazing because it keeps you
Yeah.
going even if you've used all your Bardic dice.
Yeah.
It can mean you can hold your Bardic dice back if you need to. What's the Bardic dice level 14? Is it D12? So it's not quite as good as what you would get, but that's still really, really good. And making things invisible is always good fun.
That is going to make for some chaotic fights.
I want to play one.
Yes, I really like that. That's
I think-
very,
I've
very
got to be, I was never, ever tempted to do a bard. until I've started playing one in a new computer game I'm playing. And I'm just having so much fun that I'm seriously thinking about using a bard as one of my characters.
So I played a bard in our Streets of Dragonmount campaign. It was a sword bard, and that was great fun. Really, really good fun. Because you kind of can do a bit of everything, but never brilliant at everything. But you can do almost any situation. You've got something in the toolbox for. So.
I mean, I'd play a bard just so I turn everything invisible just to see Birdie walking around doing this with her hands.
Awesome. That feels like a massively overpowered class. I'm not sure it is in the new 24 sort of stuff. What do you guys reckon?
Do you still get all of the normal bard stuff? So like all the proficiency halved and whatever you can't roll it below. I'm not going to say yes because I really want to play it and I don't want there to be caps put on this class if we bring it in.
I don't think it's broken.
No.
I think it's because it's not dealing loads and loads of damage.
No.
Its damage output is minimal, but what it is doing is it's picking creatures back up off the floor. It's giving you resources to spend in place of your bardic dice, allowing your other stuff to be more effective whilst doing more stuff. You can basically rescue creatures by making them go invisible so they can move away from things or not be hit by things as easily. So I don't think it's broken. I think it's very, very good.
I think it's going to require some tactical play, though, isn't it? Knowing when to spend those dice.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. A lot of combats, if your front line are holding it, it's when your wizard at the back gets suddenly ambushed by stuff. That's
the
when
problem.
those things kick in, isn't it? Being able to just move them out of danger and
In the hands of an experienced player, that's going to be a problem character for DMs to deal with.
yeah.
Because the bards... sorry.
No, you go.
I was just going to say the bards have always felt like a support
Yeah.
class, and that just... But they haven't... They've been a support class, but like you said, it's never really felt like it's worth playing them, because if you're going to be support, be a cleric, because that you do a bit more. But that makes it feel like, actually, you can have a bit more fun with it as a support class.
I can see there being a one-shot where all the adventurers are a band of bards.
Yes. They're just continuously making each other invisible. Amazing.
I think there's some non-combat uses for that as well, though. When you get to those places where
Absolutely.
something's up high or whatever, you can teleport somebody up and,
Yeah.
and those sorts of things, which is cool.
I mean, as to the question of whether or not it's overpowered, I guess to a degree it's contextual, because if all the other new subclasses within this book are equally as powerful, then
Internal balance of the book.
Yeah. But I think in terms of the player's handbook, we said before, the new player's handbook, everything's kind of stepped up a little bit,
Yes,
anyway,
definitely.
in terms of those base classes. So next is the Cleric of Knowledge. So at level 3, you gain proficiency with a couple of tools of your choice, or Arcana, History, Nature, or Religion, and you can get expertise in 2 of those, which is quite always powerful. Get a whole bunch of knowledge domain spells, which are blue for me, which is hard to read.
It is really hard to read, isn't it?
So it's command, comprehend language, detect magic, detect thoughts, identify mind spike, dispel magic. Whole bunch of stuff there. We're mostly from School of Divination, which is an interesting choice. You get mind magic, so you can expend your channel divinity to manifest your magical knowledge. So you choose one spell from the divination school on the knowledge domain spell table you've prepared, and as part of that action you can cast a spell without expending a spell slot or needing the material components.
That's interesting. So it's choose one spell. It doesn't put a level cap on it.
No.
So, I mean, even at level 9 there, you've got Legend, Lore and Scrying all the time. You cast it for free.
Damn.
Yeah. That's quite powerful, isn't it?
I think high-level characters, that ability.
Your channel divinity, you don't have many of those, though. But
I think it's 2 or 3 max at top highest level.
Something. I think it's 3. I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think it's 3. But, I mean, that's potentially another 3 9th level spell slots.
Yeah.
And that's huge.
even from level 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At level 1, your high level spell slots. Yeah, I think that's massive.
Then at level 6, Unfettered Mind. So you gain telepathy up to 60 feet, which is always fun to be able to talk to people. you can simultaneously contact a number of creatures equal to your wisdom modifier. So that, I think, is, again, really powerful for anywhere you're sneaking in place. You can talk to the whole group all the time kind of thing, which is cool.
Yeah, groups like to split the party. That person becomes a central point of contact, don't they?
Yeah.
Like bouncing messages around.
And you gain proficiency in intelligence saving throws. If you've already got that, you gain it in something else. So, cool. And then at 17, as a bonus action, you can magically expand your mind to the future. For 1 hour, you have advantage on D20 tests. Once you use the feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest.
And is that, trying to understand that, is that anything that you do in the next hour or the next thing you do within an hour? Because if that's everything within the next hour...
It says...
For 1 hour, you have advantage.
On D20 tests. Plural.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not the next use, it's just advantage on all D20 rolls for an hour.
Oh my lord.
An hour in game is a long time as well. When you think like one turn in combat is 6 seconds.
Yeah.
That's huge. It's massive. Something else that's just, I've noticed on that level 6 as well, says if you already have this proficiency, you instead gain saving throw proficiency of one ability in which you lack it. I think that might be the first time we've seen that. Like you can pick what you want if you've already proficient in that saving throw.
Yeah.
That's quite big as well, because that can help to mitigate where your character's weaker.
Yeah. So that's quite, again, interesting class, I think.
I think much the same as the last one. I don't think it's going to be dealing loads of damage. I think there's more room for damage in that character than there is in the Bard.
Yeah.
But I still don't think it's broken.
No.
I think that's a really good utility in there.
Next, got the Banneret Fighter. Andy's favourite. Flag wavers. So it's all about, I suppose, inspiring others with your knightly deeds. Is kind of how it's
is it?
phrased. So at level 3, you get comprehension, so you can cast command comprehend languages, but only as a ritual. And charisma is your spell casting for it. I think that's interesting. Like it's fighter
For
with
a
a high
fighter?
charisma, but that's not a
Yeah.
paladin. Yeah, interesting choice.
But does it make a difference?
It
Doesn't
wouldn't-
make a difference to that spell, does
doesn't
it?
make a
Because
difference
no
to
one's
that
taken a save and throw. You're not rolling to hit anything. That's just what the ability choice is.
No, but I think it lends to the
Lends to the character.
flavour and
yeah.
the design of the character. I think, doesn't
Definitely,
it?
yeah. But what I mean is you haven't got to worry about it to the point where you suddenly need to start putting points into charisma.
Yeah, so if you've got like a -2 in charisma, you can still do it. It's
Yeah.
just...
Yeah.
It's like when someone goes to another country and tries to speak the language and ends up just talking louder in their own language. That's kind of how you deal with that comprehend languages.
I will
Where's
inspire you
the
by being the
toilet?
loudest here. Yeah. You also learn an additional language, either from this book or the player's handbook. When you finish a long rest, you can replace the language, learn from this benefit, with another language you've heard, seen, signed, or read in the past 24 hours.
That's
useful.
cool.
That's really useful.
Yeah.
So, yeah, from a campaign perspective, that's really powerful. But it just slows you. Like you have to be prepared for what you're walking into, I suppose, don't you? You also gain the well-spoken, a trait well-spoken. So you gain proficiency in insight, intimidation, persuasion, or performance.
So that's where the charisma does need to come in.
Leans in a little bit more then.
Yeah.
You also at level 3 gain group recovery. So when you use your second wind to regain hit points, you can pump out 30-foot emanation originating from yourself and up to a number of allies equal to your charisma modifier. So again, charisma based. Each get 1d4 plus your fighter level healing.
That's amazing.
And it recharges on a short rest.
Yep.
That's really nice.
That's cool.
Because the second wind has always felt like such a selfish little ability to have. It's like everyone's hurt. Well, I'm going to be fine in a second.
Yeah.
Whoop.
I think there's some real like character flavour you can put into that though, because it could be that like moment in battle where you unfurl your torn banner thing. It could be a speech. It could be like it leads to some good.
One of those ribbon
role-playing.
dances.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's.
Which are just made into nipple tassels somehow. Either way.
Cool. Moving on from nipple tassels. Team
Why?
tactics at level 7. So when you use your group recover, each chosen ally has advantage on D20 tests until the start of your next turn.
Whoa!
Again, is very powerful.
Yes.
Level 10, I forgot fighters get twice as much as everybody else. They get so much stuff. Rally and surge, so again, when you use your action surge within 30-foot emanation, a number of people up to your charisma modifier, a minimum of 1, can take the reaction to do one of the following. They can attack, the ally makes 1 attack with a weapon or an unarmed strike, or they can move up to half its speed without provoking opportunity attacks. So again, that's super powerful kind of battlefield control stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is good, but one to watch out for DMs is that does spend their reaction. So they won't be able to do anything else with their reaction until the start of the next turn.
Yeah, I suppose
That's the payoff, isn't it?
yeah. But if you've got a big bad,
Oh,
they're all mobbed around it, that's everybody getting a free attack.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah.
So,
You almost want, with this class, you almost want somewhat. What's the feat that lets you swap initiative order?
is that alert now?
Yeah, maybe alert. You almost want this character to go last in the initiative order.
Yeah.
So then any unused reactions can then be swept up by that ability. Use them
Yeah.
before they then recharge at the start of the turn.
Nice. Oh, he's given us ideas. Quick, write them down.
No, got a flag.
Andy's out.
He's not even paying attention. So I don't
But
care
the
about this
flag
one.
helps you win combat, Andy. You know this from experience. Cool. At level 15, shared resilience. So when an ally within 60 feet of you fails a saving throw, you can take a reaction to expend the use of your Indomitable feature, and the ally can immediately re-roll the saving throw with the bonus equal to your fighter level.
Which has got to be at least a plus 15,
Yes.
because it's a 15th level ability.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
have the save and throw again and add 15 to the result.
Yeah.
You're not failing that, are you? Well,
How-
Andy
how
is,
many-
but no one else is.
How many uses do
How
you
many
have
uses
of
of
that?
Indomitable do you get at level 15? No, I don't know that off the top of my head.
I don't know, but I'll take it even if it's one.
It's still, again, in that right moment, that's a massive move, isn't
I,
it?
Yeah.
I think it's a very. I think it is a low. It's maybe
It's low,
one.
one or two.
It's got to be low,
Yeah.
but I don't know off the top of my head what it is.
I'm loving these new classes. Like there's some stuff in there. There's proper clutch move moment stuff. If you save it for the right point and use it, it's going to create a really big
Heroic moment.
Yeah, a really heroic moment to them. And lastly, at level 18, inspiring commander. So you gain the following benefits. You can do a bolstered rally. So the area of effect for both group recovery and rallying surge is now a 60-foot emanation. And unshakable bravery. You have immunity to being charmed and frightened.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It is very good.
They do seem to be balanced between them as to what perks you're getting in this.
Yeah, and I think the currency to do any of those stuff, they're quite powerful. But you're using a really small currency for all of the ones we've looked at, like Channel Divinity. You only get a few of them. Indomitable is 1 or 2, isn't there? There's not
Yeah.
many, so it's picking the right moments to do it. And you
Yeah.
could quite easily, if you're not thinking about some of this stuff later, have used it up earlier in the more sort of traditional way. Do you reckon, Andy? Have we sold you on?
No.
Is it just because it's called like banner? You just it's a flag in the name. You're not interested.
I'm mentally scarred by the use of flags and banners in games. And I just cannot bring myself to play with it.
You didn't have an issue with the bunting in our game, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't using it in combat. That was just
Oh,
to
that's
decorate the hall for my birthday
I'm
celebration.
going to retcon Nick's present and I'm going to turn it into combat bunting.
Yeah. Make a
Bunting armour.
dexterity saving throw or it grabs you.
Cool. Next one we've got is a paladin subclass. So it's the Oath of the Noble Genies, which is interesting. So at level 3, we get Elemental Smite. So you can cast your Divine Smite, and then there's effectively four different things based on the 4 different elemental types, one for each of the genies. You get Dale's Crush, which effectively applies the grapple condition. Jin's Escape, which you've got resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, immunity to grappled, prone, and restrained conditions. So that's on yourself. Ephrites Fury. So
You missed a bit on that one. You can teleport to an occupied space. You can see them 30 feet yourself.
That's super powerful. Yeah.
Can't touch this.
Yeah. Ephrites Fury, so extra 2d4 fire damage. And the second creature can also take an extra 2d4 fire damage. And lastly, Marriage Surge. So water basically splashes out from you within 10 feet, and everyone has to make a saving throw or will fall over. So again, battlefield control stuff, a lot of battlefield control stuff in there, which is cool. A whole list of genie spells. Again, all elementally elemental based. Genie Splendor at level 3 as well. So if you're not wearing armour, your armour class is 10, plus your dex, plus your charisma. You can use a shield and still gain the benefit.
You alright, Ash?
Yeah, well, why? Why have a shield as well?
Of course you would.
Because some people might take it as not wearing armour as not wearing clothes, and you want some modesty.
Oh, I assumed they were naked.
Is that how you'd have to walk around the rest of the time just with a shield?
Hold a shield up.
Yeah, like when you go to one of those burlesque shows and they've got the fans.
I've never been to a burlesque show.
That's all I wear.
Wow.
It's 2 kite shields, one on the front, one on the back.
Yeah. We'll have to do a podcast trip to the burlesque show just so you understand the reference then, I guess, Ash. No one's arguing.
No.
Motion carried. I'll slip it in the AGM.
I was really thinking of how we're supposed to be sort of dressing up at a certain upcoming event in May.
You dress up however you want.
You're going to do burlesque in May?
Yeah.
Is that what one of your NPCs is going to be a genie paladin?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Just wears a
A
shield.
burlesque paladin.
I can make that work.
Moving
My
on.
eyes.
Aura of Elemental Shielding is the next one. So you can choose one of the following damage types. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. And you have resistance whilst you're in the aura of protection. At the start of each turn, you can change the damage type affected by this feature to one of the others listed.
So you and your allies.
Yes.
So is that the same as the one where people get added numbers on their saving throws if they're in your aura? Is it similar to that one? If someone does a save and they're within the aura of a paladin,
So
they
that
get...
one wouldn't. That would just be everybody in the aura gets resistance, so half damage.
That's a subclass itself, isn't it? Is it?
Is it?
I can't remember what oath it is.
I thought that was just a paladin thing, so I didn't know if they stacked. But if it's specific to a subclass, it makes sense that this would be the alternative. But that's cool. I like that. And you can pick it. Is it when you send the aura out? Can you change it, or does it have to stay the same?
It says you can change it, so you can change the damage type affected by this feature at the start of each of your turns. So the first time you say I'm putting it up, you can say I'm doing fire. If that doesn't work, you can go start your next turn lightning, and just switch it. Doesn't appear to be any limit to that. There's no action required for that either.
That's really cool.
No, start your turn, yeah.
Just a freebie. Pop it up, which is cool. Level 15, Elemental Rebuke. So if you're hit by an attack, you can take a reaction to half the attack's damage against yourself and force the attacker to make a dex saving throw. If they fail, they take 2d10 plus your charisma modifier of a specified damage type. And again, it's acid, cold, fire, lightning, thunder. You can use that a number of times equal to your charisma modifier per long rest.
And even if they succeed on the save, they still take half damage.
Yep.
Nice.
So that's quite cool.
Yeah.
And then lastly, Noble Scion at level 20. As a bonus action, you gain the benefits below for 10 minutes or until you end them. No action is required. And this is once per long rest. So you can do flight. You can have a fly speed of 60 feet and you can hover. Or Minor Wish. When you or an ally in your aura of protection fails the 20 test, you can make a reaction to make you or that ally succeed instead.
That's cool.
Failed save, legendary resistances for players.
Yes.
So that's what that reads to me. It's quite cool. Any thoughts on that? As a class? Something you'd want to play?
Oh, I like that. So far, that's the one that's appealing to me the most.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think the genie aesthetic is quite cool as well. You
Absolutely.
can do an
Yeah.
awful lot
Yeah.
with that, can't you? Everything sort of from Aladdin right through to full plate mail if you wanted to. But,
I think the level 20 ability is a little bit strange.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit lackluster for level 20. By the time you're at level 20, you'll have other ways of being able to fly, like spellcasters and spells and items maybe. And I think just the one use of that minor wish, and then a level 5 spell slot. I don't know.
I think you'd probably have more pokey things in your arsenal by that point.
I think so. I think if you're relying on a D20 test and you failed it, at that level you've probably got high enough modifiers to, I don't know, maybe not.
Don't you have the... I know that one basically gives you a guaranteed pass on it, but isn't that the other thing of... No, I think I'm thinking of a different class. Never mind.
I think that would be interesting with some other subclasses.
What are you thinking?
The minor wish ability, because you can do it on yourself. When you or an ally in your aura of protection fails a D20 test, take a reaction to make the ally succeed instead.
It doesn't say that test has to be a saving throw or anything like that, though.
No, so D20 tests are defined as ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws. So it could be any of those.
Yeah.
I think there's some interest. I think there's some interesting crossover with other classes there, but then that's level 20, so you wouldn't get to it by multi-classing, would you?
Nope.
I'm just thinking out loud.
You can tell Ash is I was going to say, I tell you're a power gamer. You're not a power gamer at all, because I've seen the characters you make. They're absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, I know. I think as a DM, you look for those kind of powerful combinations, so you're not surprised when they come up.
Yeah.
So you kind of know what's coming and you're able to deal with it.
Although not often we run level 20 games,
No.
generally, is it?
No.
So, next one is the Winter Ranger. So level 3, biting cold. You got damage from your attacks. Ignores resistance to cold damage, which is cool if you're in that sort of region, I suppose. If you're up the mountains and yetis and stuff like that, but
Not immunity, though.
not immunity. No. You've got resistance to cold damage, and when you hit a creature, you can deal an extra 1d4 cold damage to the target, which is quite cool. That goes up to 1d6 at level 11. You get Hunter's Rhyme. When you cast Hunter's Mark, you gain temporary hit points equal to 1d10 plus your ranger level. Again, as that gets higher level, that's quite a lot.
That's awesome. That's really good.
Yeah. Additionally, a creature marked by your Hunter's Mark can't take the disengage action.
That's mental.
Not being able to disengage.
That is mental.
Why that one particularly? Why are you calling that?
Because you can't disengage, so that means they can't get away. So if you can get a creature with 4 or 5 of your allies around it, and you Hunter's Mark it, they can't take the disengage action. It's not against you, it's taking the action full stop.
Oh, so you get all those opportunity attacks.
So you get all those opportunity attacks every single time. They either have to move away and suck up the opportunity attacks just for you to move towards them and hit them again, or just stay put.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's really, really huge. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a really
There's a
good
few
one.
nasty combos across these classes, isn't there, that could be used,
Well,
used together.
You think about using that alongside a rogue in your party.
Mm-hmm.
So you can trigger sneak attack by having a friendly creature within 5 feet. Well, now they can't disengage. They're not going to want to move away from you.
Yeah.
So it's going to encourage that sneak attack to always be there.
Yeah.
So I think that isn't absolutely, that little power, that little sentence
Yeah.
is massive.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of you get some winter spells, level 3 as well.
I think that would also promote people to not forget Hunter's Mark because the amount of times you've been playing a game, they're like, I forgot Hunter's Mark. They'll be like, I must make sure I do it because I get this.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people use Hunter's Mark because you can't lose track of the quarry as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, I just thought something else as well. When you cast Hunter's Mark, you can move it for a bonus action.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if all of a sudden there's another creature which needs that prevention from disengaging, you can just move it as a bonus.
Yeah. So like, nope, you stay there. Nope, you stay there.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah.
So fitting in, keeping with the other classes in this is again a control ability,
Control class,
isn't it?
Yeah. There's a lot of that across all of these, I think,
Yeah.
which is going to be... It's interesting. I think some of these classes have been designed to make players work together a bit more.
Yes.
Like they've almost been intentionally, sort of, mechanically made that way.
Yeah.
Level 7, you get Fortifying Soul. So basically, your experience surviving harrowing environments allows you to bolster yourself and allies. So you can take a magic action and choose a number of creatures that you can see equal to your Wisdom modifier. Each creature regains hit points equal to 1d10 plus your ranger level. And there's advantage on saving throws to avoid advantage on saving throws to avoid or end the frightened condition for 1 hour. You can't use it again until a long rest. But again, that's super powerful. Adding your level to it makes that really powerful. Especially as you get higher.
Minimum +7.
Yeah, that's it. Level 11, Chill and Retribution. So when you're hit with an attack roll, you can take a reaction to force the creature to make a Wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC. On a fail save, the target is the stunned condition until the end of your next turn. While the target is stunned, its speed is reduced to 0 feet. You can use this a number of times equal to your Wisdom modifier, and it resets on a long rest. That again
That
is
is insane.
super powerful, isn't it?
And it's when a creature hits you with an attack roll.
Yep.
And it's an attack roll,
When you
not
thought,
a melee attack roll.
yeah, any attack roll.
It's an attack roll. Spell attack roll, ranged attack roll.
That's so nice. Because I think for the stunned, you only ever see it with monks. And it's such a clutch.
Oh, it's awesome.
And it's, sometimes you can get it out of a spell, but that's whether you pick the spell, use the spell works. But the idea of someone else having that in their back pocket,
Yeah.
that's nice.
This is another argument as well to team this class up with a rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they can't move, so you get advantage.
Like you get advantage on the attack, again, triggering sneak attack. I think this ranger comboed with a rogue is a really strong combination. The rogue can just proc their sneak attack off the ranger's abilities.
Did I ever mention that G was actually born in the snowy peaks of Nagoldia?
Could you?
Oh, we'll see. Huh?
Yeah,
Is that as surprising as his birthday?
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether you were aware of that.
Could you multi-class this and get that benefit yourself if
Yeah.
you went paladin and rogue? So you could.
I mean, it is a level 11 ability though, so
So you don't have. Well, yeah, you'd have
So
to be picking your levels. You get max level 7. What if you chose to do that kind of thing for rogue?
It's doable. It is doable because you can spike that advantage for your sneak attack elsewhere as well, can't you? Or something else. I can't remember what it was. But also, sneak attack is actually pretty easy to get now with the weapon masteries. Vex on a short bow
Yeah.
gives you advantage.
Nice.
But it's
Next one, level 15, Frozen Haunt. So when you cast your Hunter's Mark, you adopt a ghostly shadowed form, and it lasts until the spell ends. And while you're in this form, you gain the following benefits. You can only use it can't use it again until you finish a long rest. And expended a level 4 spells. Did I read that? So you get Frozen Soul. So immunity to cold damage. When you first adopt the form, and each creature within 15-foot emanation takes 2d4 cold damage
every turn.
every turn. Yeah, which again is it's not a lot of damage, but it's every
It
turn.
is also of your choice, so you can avoid your allies.
Yeah, which is again really powerful, isn't it, in terms of actually using it. And partially incorporeal. So you've got immunity to grappled, prone, and restrained conditions. You can move through creatures' terrain as if they were difficult terrain, and obviously you take the 1d10 if you end inside an object.
So you basically become like a ghost.
A
kind of
ghost.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Which I think that's a really powerful class. I think.
What I really like about that is sometimes you get class. It's especially true of rangers where you just don't take it because you're never going to be in that environment. Like it's so specific, but that doesn't rely on you being in that environment to be good. Those abilities carry over into other environments.
Yeah.
I think it's really, really cool.
I also think you could flavour some of that as well. So things like restraining people by cold, you could flavour that as vines.
Yeah.
Obviously the resistances and the cold damage and stuff like
Absolutely.
that. You just have to kind of take as is, but you could reflavour some of that to be a different biome. Sign of the 3 rogue. So basically a murder hobo. Who doesn't love a murder hobo at the table? Level 3 ability, Bloodthirst. That sounds friendly. So when you see an enemy within 30 feet of yourself takes damage and is bloodied, you can use your reaction to teleport to an unoccupied space within 5 feet of that enemy and make a melee attack. You can use that a number of times equal to your intelligence modifier, which is a bit different for a rogue. And then you regain all expended use when you finish a long rest.
That's nuts.
So again,
That's
it's
nuts.
lots of people going, is he blooded yet? Is he blooded yet? Is he blooded yet? At the table. Lots of teleporting going on. Lots of teleporting going on. Also, level 3, you get Dread Alliance. So choose one of the 3, the dead 3, Bane, Baal, or Merkel. Merkel. I bet she loves it when her followers do that to her, don't they? Merkel. You gain resistance to 1 type of damage and the ability to cast a cantrip as detailed in the table below. When the table is, if you choose Bane, it's psychic damage, and your cantrip you gain is Minor Illusion. Baal is Poison and Blade Ward. Merkel is Necrotic and Chill Touch. So, damage resistance always good. Psychic damage resistance.
Straight away,
Not many people get that.
you could multi-class a barbarian with this. You've then got a teleporting barbarian who is immune to psychic or resistant to psychic damage, wherein they're one of the few damage types that they can't be resistant to. Level 17 barbarian with a level 3 Scion of the 3 rogue subclass.
Basically resistant to everything.
Basically resistant to everything. You can teleport across the battlefield to hit something that's already hurt, and you can cast Minor Illusion, because why not?
Because if you take the Totem Warrior, you can choose the one that gives you resistance to all damage apart from psychic, and then have this, and then you're just resistant to everything.
Yeah.
Can't touch this again.
And you've still got all your barbarianness of your reckless attack, your danger sense, and all that crap as well. And you can teleport to hit something if it gets hurt.
To be honest, that's always one of the problems with any of the fighter classes, isn't it? Unless you're any of the strength-based fighters, you're normally so low down the initiative. You spend your first turn running across the map to actually hit something. So.
You can so it relies on your intelligence modifier for use, although it's minimum of 1. So you just pump your strength and your intelligence up, hide around the back, let someone hurt something, blood it up a little bit, and just go bloop, and then dunk.
Or you make sure that you're playing with the bard who turns you invisible, and then you can try and teleport.
Perfect. Nice.
Level 9 Strike Fear. So you can you gain the following Cunning Strike option: Terrifying. It costs 1d6. Target must succeed in a Wisdom saving throw but has the frightened condition. You have advantage on attack rolls whilst it's frightened in that way. And the target repeats its save at the end of each of its turns.
So Cunning Strike is where you use one of your sneak attack dice to do that effect, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So you drop one of your d6 sneak attack dice and instead force it to make a Wisdom saving throw and become frightened.
That's especially at high levels where you're rolling 5-6 dice. That's not a lot to sacrifice.
Not
really,
at all.
To get the frightened condition and advantage. So, Aura of Malevolence, level 13. So you radiate malignant power associated with one of the dead 3. When you use your Bloodthirst teleport, each creature of choice within 10 feet of either the space you left or the destination space takes damage equal to your intelligence modifier. There's no to hit roll, they just take it. So, okay. Damage type is the same as the damage resistance guaranteed by your dead god. Level 17, Dread Incarnate. So you gain the following benefits. Cutthroat, you gain 1 expended use of Bloodthirst when you finish a short rest. Or Murderous Intent, when you roll for sneak attack damage, you can treat a roll of 1 or 2 on a dice as a 3.
Holy shit, that's good. Imagine that for you, Andy.
Nice.
Imagine that for you. All those 1s are now 3s.
Yeah, but it's a 1 or a 2.
That's really good. I mean, it is a level 17 ability, but...
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be dead before then.
That's properly poking. Love it.
Mm.
Spellfire Sorcerer. So, Just having a read because it was what was Spellfire was the question earlier.
Yeah,
So I'm reading the blurby bit at the top.
Spellfire.
Fire.
Ha ha ha! Well done.
Thank you.
Gold star.
Okay, so the way it's phrased is your innate power stems from the source of magic itself, the weave. This connection manifests as a rare ability known as Spellfire, and you surge with radiant bursts of this raw magic.
So it's raw magic.
Raw magical energy.
Not raw garlic. Raw
Your
magic.
talent with Spellfire allows you to heal allies, sear enemies, and absorb powerful spells.
Ooh, I want to know the absorb one. That sounds cool.
So, level 3, we've got Spellfire Burst. So, when you spend 1 sorcery point as part of a magic action or a bonus action, you can turn, on your turn, you can unleash one of the following magical effects. So, you can do Bolstering Flames. So, you or one creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself gains temporary hit points equal to 1d4 plus your charisma modifier. Or you can do Radiant Fire. So, one creature you can see within 30 feet of you takes 1d4 fire or radiant damage, your choice.
Nice.
I wonder why you're not adding your charisma onto the radiant fire.
There's no mention of it scaling there at all. So
No.
It feels like that's going to be out of.
That's why
1d4.
I think it needs that charisma to be worth doing. Otherwise, you're going to do bolstering flames every time.
Yeah, I think so. You get a bunch of Spellfire spells. Just having a quick read. Cure Wounds, Guiding Bolt, Lesser Restoration, Scorching Ray, Aura of Vitality, Dispel Magic, Fire, Shield, Wall of Fire, Great Restoration, and Flame Strikes. All fire and radiant type spells. Level 6, Absorb Element. You always have Counter Spell prepared.
Nice.
So nice. Additionally, whenever a target fails a saving throw against Counter Spell, you gain 1d4 sorcery points.
Whoa.
That's mental.
Yeah, that's really powerful.
That's really good.
I'm trying to figure out what that actually means in terms of game time. Because most people let their parties rest too often anyway. But that means the kind of 8 encounters per long rest thing becoming less relevant for sorcerers.
Possibly.
At level 14, level 6. No, we've done level 6. That was the count spell. Level 14, Hone Spellfire. So your Spellfire Burst improves. You add your sorcery level to the temporary hit points and to the damage. But that's at level 14. Like, you're going to really be rolling 1d4 up until that point? You're not going to.
So it's not even that. You add the temporary hit points when you do bolstering flames, but the damage on the radiant fire increases to a d8 rather than a d4. So you're still not. The damage isn't scaling. It's just the
You might as
healing.
well take a cantrip.
Yeah.
Level 18, Crown of Spellfire. So you can infuse your sorcery and kind of alter it with the essence of Spellfire. So Burning Life Force is one of the things you can do. So once on your turn, when you're hit by an attack, you can expend a number of hit point dice up to a maximum equal to your charisma modifier. Roll the expended dice and reduce the amount of damage from that attack equal to the total you rolled. So you can use your hit dice to reduce incoming damage, which is quite cool.
What's hit dice on a sorcerer? D8 or D6?
8, I
8.
think. Flight, you can fly up to 60 feet. And spell avoidance, when you're subjugated to a spell or magical effect that allows you to make a saving throw to take half damage, you instead take no damage.
That's nice.
So lots of stuff, not quite as protecty as I thought it was going to be given the intro blurb. And lastly, we've got the Blade Singer Wizard, which is pretty much, like you say, a reimagining of the original Blade Singer Wizard. So you can invoke at level 3 the Blade Song, lasts for a minute, and it ends early if you basically become incapacitated or knocked unconscious. You gain a bonus to your IEC equal to your intelligence modifier, and your speed increased by 10 feet, which is nice. You can use your intelligence modifier for an attack with your sword, rather than your dex or strength, which I think for a wizard is really, really useful.
Yeah.
Really useful. And lastly, focus. when you make a concentration saving throw to maintain concentration, you can add your intelligence modifier to the total, which again is really powerful for a wizard. Training in war, you gain some proficiencies, so all melee martial weapons that don't have the two-handed or heavy property. And you can choose acrobatics, athletic, performance, persuasion. Extra attack at level 6. Song of Defence at level 10.
Let's just about that extra attack just for a second. It's not just extra attack. You can also cast one of your wizard cantrips that has a casting time of an action in place of one of those attacks. So you can attack with your sword and then do a firebolt or something like that as well. So
that's really cool. Do you ever see the
cool.
Elder Scrolls cinematics?
Yeah.
With the elf wizard in there, you have the sword. It's that.
It
That's
is
what I
that.
picture. Yeah. Level 10, Song of Defence. So you take damage when your blade song is active. You can use reaction to expend a spell slot and reduce the damage taken by the amount of 5 times the spell's level. Oof. Which again is it's a lifesaver, isn't it? So
yeah.
Level 9 would be 45 points. It's the difference between dying.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking about. That's not going to stop damage if you're at the point where you're expending a level 9 spell slot. You're taking more than 45 points of damage probably. But as a wizard, that's going to keep you up.
Yeah. And last is Song of Victory. So you cast a spell as casting time of an action. You can make one attack with the weapon as a bonus action. Again, it's quite nice. So they're all the new subclasses. What are your thoughts?
It's cool. I think wizard. I don't think was as exciting as some of the
No.
others.
A bit more of just a reimagining and an update of an existing kind of thing.
I actually, you're not going to enjoy this. I really like the Banneret. I like the idea that there's a character that's kind of a linchpin of the party and is holding everything together. And despite everyone dying, they dig their flag into the ground. It's like that. Was it Vietnam, where the American soldiers are raising the American flag? Kind of gives me that kind of a vibe. And amongst all that chaos, there's just that linchpin for the party. I like it. I know you don't, but
no, any of those appearing on my table when an ancient dragon comes down first 5 minutes and eats them. So.
I think you could flavour the flag as other stuff though, because the flag.
No, you couldn't. Don't tell Andy that.
So, like I said, when I read that the first time, it was Boromir with his sort of Horn of Gondor and all that sort of stuff that kind of sprung to mind. It's just that anything that's that rallying call, isn't it?
What if it was a kazoo?
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
What about a burlesque dancer?
Yeah. Nipple tassels.
Nipple tassels. Huge nipple tassels. Yeah. Flag nipple tassels.
Yeah.
Winning me over.
Can only be
that's the
unfurled in
beauty
less
of
than
this
5
game,
mile
isn't it? I
wins.
mean, we all have different tastes, we all have different preferences, and that's the beauty of the game.
Yep.
There is no right or wrong, it's just what appeals to you as an individual.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, for me, I think the two that appeal to me, and I know I've said that playing G has been perhaps the most challenging and least favourite character or class that I've had, but actually the old Ranger on here, and it's pure. And the only reason I like the idea of that is because there are some amazing models I could use for it on a tabletop.
It's all about the minis.
It is, and the other one is the Paladin, because as you say, the flavour of the genie aspect of it just really appeals to me.
Yeah. It's not just a knight in plate armour kind of stomping around, is it? Yeah.
What's your favourite, Billy?
The Bard. I love a Bard.
I
had a Bard as a backup character for the World Anvil, and I kind of at points was like, could I just die so I can get it out? Because I just think there's something, I don't know, magical about a Bard.
What about you, John? What's your favourite?
I quite like the Banneret. I do, and the Wizard.
Oh, Andy.
Yeah. Sorry, mate. I do.
I'm going to work out who's going to be on your table at the adventure day. And I'm going to make every one of them play a Banneret.
Then it'll be a very short game.
It's a travelling troupe.
I think there's a couple of things like the rogue in there. Although that sounds like a fun character, it could cause problems at a table. It's a bit like when someone plays an assassin or something like that. It just doesn't always has to be balanced properly, doesn't it, and stuff like that. So, but the concept I think is cool mechanically. It's a great class.
makes it tricky as well because you're locked into being someone under evil deities.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's very difficult to play that class as a good guy. It kind of sets you up in a certain way
Absolutely,
in the
yeah.
game, which is tricky.
Cool. The book is absolutely chock with other stuff. There's a whole bunch of new backgrounds in there. So if you want to be an ice fisher, you can be an ice fisher.
Like one of the ones that cut a hole in the ice and then just put
Yeah,
the...
that's exactly it.
Ice
An Eskimo.
Fisher. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun.
freeboot. I mean, the names of them obviously are very
Bob?
tied to the sword coat, like
Oh.
to the world. Bob.
Fred.
I don't think there's one called Bob. No.
Because the thingy bobs on the top of them.
There's backgrounds, things like the Harpers and Lords of Lights, that sort of stuff as well.
That's cool.
Which, if you were playing in one of our games, you'd have to reflavor, I suppose, to,
Mhm.
to fit a little bit more. But most of those concepts exist somewhere. What else have we got in there? I wanted to touch on spells because there's a spell in here that I thought was amazing, and it's the first time I've really seen it. Which, if I can find the bloody thing, I will share what it is. 'Cause
I always like the idea of taking spells and if you got the free reign with your DM to change them slightly.
Yeah.
So like instead of find steed, it was find Steve. And it's just a guy you can summon who has a little tuk-tuk. Just popped into my head, so I thought
Brilliant.
I'd say it out loud.
Love it. Love it.
So, spells. There's a bunch of new spells in here. Now, I think D&D has always been missing that spell that you see in the films, in the movies, in the games where you kind of like, something big's about to happen and someone goes "Roo," and puts a protective bubble over the party.
Yes,
so
yes,
they can
yes.
realise how screwed they are, and then it drops and the fight starts. There's a new spell in here called Mooncloak. I can't pronounce it.
Can I have a
Sorry.
look?
Illustrious Mooncloak.
I was going to say,
Was that the one?
was
Say
fuck
illustrious
part of the
or-
pronunciation?
Yeah, it was. Is it Illustrious?
It looks like illustrious.
Illustrious Mooncloak. So this spell takes an action to cast. So for the duration, moonlight fills a 20-foot emanation originating from you with dim light while in the area. You and your allies have half cover and resistance to cold, lightning, and radiant damage. While the spell lasts, you can use one of the following options, ending the spell immediately. So you can use Liberation. When you fail a saving throw to avoid or end the frightened, grappled, or restrained condition, you can take a reaction to seed on the saving throw instead, or Respite. So as a magic action, you or an ally within the area gain hit points equal to 4d10 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. And that, for me, I think is a cool spell.
What level is that spell?
It's a
5.
5, so it's quite high.
Bard, Druid, Ranger, or Wizard. Not a Cleric.
No, weirdly. And quite frustrating because Cleric is my favourite class.
Yeah.
So
And they've
the,
got no bubble of protection spells.
so the new bard that does all the moon stuff and the moonbeam can have some more moon.
More
Why
moon. Moon
More
bubble.
moon.
More Moon, please.
More moon.
That's cool. I like it.
Awesome. Is there anything else that you guys think we should touch on? Been talking for quite a while.
I think that's really cool. It'd be nice to see some of those characters come into life in some future games. With my
Absolutely.
players.
I want to explore the the nipple tassels more.
Of course.
We'll have to do that on Natpon after hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
In which case, we'll wrap up there. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Shout out to our Ruby members: Josh, Alberta, Paul C, Dave, Rock, Claire, Laura, and Jason.
Our Sapphire members, Gary and Kylie, and Emerald member, Stuart.
Diamond Geezers, we've got the amazing Andy, the bad Bertie, Jolly John, Naughty Neil, Zany Zeke, Chuckling Chris. What are you laughing for? Marvellous Martin. Stop laughing and interrupting my segments. Dashing Dave, and also Ash.
And our Obsidian member Niall and our Ruling Council members JP and Chris Butler Thompson. Thank you to all of you for your continued support. And don't forget, if you want to shout out, come and join us on patreon.com/charitydnd.